Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into this week's show of the Chasing Daylight podcast. Last episode of 2021. Not a whole lot in the golf world to talk about. We did have an exciting event take place last week out at 5 Iron Golf. We'll chat a little bit about that and, kind of do a end of the year summary like we did last year. So, thanks so much for sticking with us this year. It's been kind of a crazy year for everybody. We hope that, what we did brought a little bit of enjoyment to your life, and we look forward to continuing it on in 2022. So without further ado, let's get to the show. Welcome everybody into the last episode of the Chasing Daylight podcast for 2021. What the hell are you doing, Joe?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Okay. Trying to start the show.
Yeah.
Doing a good job too so far.
I thought so.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Wow, that's fantastic. So glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. This is going to be kind of hey, wing it and fuck it. Let's see what happens, because there's absolutely shit to talk about as far as the world of golf. Everything's really silent and mum. Have you heard anything about anything going on that is news noteworthy?
No, I don't think so.
Not really.
Not a damn thing, right? Nothing. So we're just going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit about golf, right? See what's going on. So I was screwing around on the computer here looking at the official World Golf Rankings website, and I figured there might have been some changes because players have, in the last 2 years that haven't competed or didn't compete near the end of the season, maybe be a little mix-up going around, and there was some changes, much to my surprise. John Rahm still holds on to the top spot, but Colin Morikawa jumped up to 2, DJ dropped to 3, Patrick Cantlay stayed at 4, and then Bryson moved up 2 spots, kicking Xander and JT out of the mix, and he's in the top 5 now. So, wow. I mean, that was like the only thing to do. So I started playing around with the list, because you can, go deep on the list. And I put together here some players that made massive jumps in the 2021 season and players that kind of tanked it. Well, not tanked it, but just, I guess, didn't have a bad year. Didn't have a good year. One of the biggest surprises that I saw was Gary Woodland started at number 39 in the world. Any guesses to where he finished?
147.
Yeah, got to be 100-something, 100.
117. 117. And then right behind him, Jason Day started at 43, ended up at 119. Now, I don't think he played much golf, did he?
He didn't play a ton, I don't think.
Yeah, I think I just remember seeing him a few tournaments, but
yeah. And then Matt Kuchar went from 37 to 109.
El Cheapo.
that one's actually surprising.
Yeah, he's like
just
Mr. Consistent. Yeah, he plays really consistent. Then the another big drop was Doc Redman went from 89 to 253. He kind of just fell off.
What's up, Doc?
I don't know. What's up, Doc?
I felt like
know
he
if
was
it's
close a few
injuries
times, but...
right?
He just got married,
then-
I think, though. So
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. Don't do it, Peeler. Don't do it. Byung Hung On went from 75 to 287. And then Tom Lewis went from 73 to 296. Those are like the biggest drops. I want to give some love to Harry, Mr. Harry Hall. He went from 403 to 260.
Nice.
So that was a nice jump there. There were two guys that they both were at 1894, 1,894. So I'm assuming that's maybe where they stopped the ranking. That I know it goes beyond that, but maybe that's where they just stopped it at here. But Matthias Schmidt was 1894, got to 256, and Christopher Broberg went from 1894 to 200. And the biggest gainer from that 1894 spot was Naoki Kataoka. Went to 170 from 1894. I mean, that's
Wow.
Big jump.
a huge jump.
Leapfrogging a ton of guys.
Some names that we know that made huge jumps. Nikolai OWGR, that's Joe's favorite. last name, went from 527 to 96. Actually hopped his brother. Then there's
Can you
Marcus.
say that again, please, Joe?
OWGR.
Nails it every time. Every time.
Ocean Garden.
Marcus Hilligkite. Oh, God, I'm killing it. Helig Kittle went from 646 to 81. And then let's go Seamus. Seamus Power went from 429 to 71.
70. Yeah.
Wow.
Big jump for him.
Sam
And
Burns.
then Sam Burns. Any guesses what he was at?
He was at
and
like
where he's at?
150 something and jumped to like 15th.
Very close, very close. 154 to 12.
I would say that's pretty
That was
fucking
like
close.
extremely close.
Yeah, that's what. Oh.
Yeah. That's a winner.
Yes. Congratulations, Joe. You won that. And that'll do it for this week's show. There's not much else going on. Other than, Joe, you want to tell everybody about what happened last week at the Area 15?
Yeah. So the Vegas Golf Network boys, competing in the weekly 5-iron leagues down at Area 15. Me, Matt, Bob, and Dan. Mike showed up for support 2 weeks in a row. We took on the national championship against all the other 5-irons out there in the country. They streamed it live on Twitch at 4 p.m. our time, 7 p.m. Eastern. So all the scores were in. We were the last to compete. The number to beat was 2 under, which was put on by Baltimore, a collection of college golfers on the team. And we rolled in there, and we just, according to Bob, we had to just ham and egg it, and we knew what we had to do. We had a very bad first hole, not very, very bad, but pretty bad first hole. But we put it together, and we came in at 5 under as a team, and we took home the national championship 5-iron league. So we're going to Georgia.
So Reynolds Lake is where the place is.
Yes.
They have 4 or 5 courses there. It's also where the Kingdom, the TaylorMade Kingdom is. Chatted with Matty Mills, who I know, who is a fitter out there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll get you towards the place."
Wow, that's
So
cool.
that'll be cool. We're gonna try and plan some other activities, all depending on time and if we can get away with going to several other places. I'm looking forward to it, man. I played there earlier this year and just had a blast.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I've ever done in Georgia was stop at the airport and grab some Chick-fil-A. That's about it.
They're easy to do there. They're like every 100 feet.
Yeah. But Reynolds Lake is smack dab in the middle of Atlanta and Augusta. And the place
In
looks
between.
sick. They got a Nicholas, they got a Fazio, they got a Reese Jones. Is it Reese Jones or Trent Jones?
I haven't looked at it all yet.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 courses, but yeah, dude, I'm stoked. Can't wait to play out there. That's going to be awesome. Won the free trip, and just going back to 5-iron that night, we just like, it was the best round we've ever played as a team.
It's the best team round we've ever played
Ever.
by far.
Ever.
Because because it was the best 3 scores per hole.
Correct. 3-ball
and then
best ball.
3-ball best ball. And if somebody didn't show up on a hole, somebody else did. And it was great. It was so much fun. I had an absolute blast. It's kind of like it was our house.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't a lot of people in there. And it was fun.
Yeah, that was
I had a good time. And Kenny and Jacob, the guys that run the place, do a fantastic job. We love supporting them and looking forward to repping Vegas out in Georgia for them and for us.
Yeah, and saw the email. That was a record-setting score by us, too, down at Trackman Innisbrook, playing the Metaverse, making record-setting scores.
Yeah, they said it woke up to a record-setting score.
Yeah.
It was fun. But, hey, also want to give some love. Jeremy, you filled in
True.
once for us. Thank you so much for that. Trey filled in for us. Thank you so much. And Harry, thank you. That was it was a lot of fun, and it was a good season, and Georgia's going to be a blast.
Definitely.
I fully expect to receive a hat or ball mark repairer.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we got you. Whatever they give out for
No, they
free,
were-
don't worry about it.
For
Yeah,
sure.
you get
Some of the
those plastic,
tees, maybe those
plastic divot tools
Yeah,
they leave in the cup
exactly.
holders. Yeah, for sure.
No, I'm
Scorecards,
excited for you guys.
bottled water, labeled water. Yeah, no problem.
So I was one of the ones that was watching you guys. It was so awesome to see it streamed because I didn't see the first 2 holes, but it was awesome seeing some of the shots you guys were hitting. Especially there's one shot in particular that was very impressive, and there was some tight par 3 approaches or shots, and that 5-wood that Joe hit by those in between those trees
Oh, yeah.
over the huge tree up just short of the green.
Yeah, and you should. Could you hear us talking or no?
I could hear you talking. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
so-
think you knew I was there. I was like chatting. Basically, I was chatting with myself.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Joe, you got to hit that hook ski. Hit the hook ski. And then I hear Joe, should I hook it or should I play a cut around the tree? And he just hits this beautiful 5-wood, just high
Oh, he was-
right over the tree. It was like,
He was worried about it clearing the trees
Yeah.
too, and he cleared the trees by 40 feet.
yeah. it
Well,
was
no, it looked like
so
it
cool.
hit a leaf and it took the spin off or something and it started diving, but it covered the water.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Dan was like, dude, go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah.
And then Matt and Bob were kind of on the other shoulder saying, I don't know. You know?
Lay it
I
up.
was like, oh, fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I do.
It was cool to see that for sure.
I want to go
Yeah, and I
back
had-
to see
I
if
had
they
my one-
recorded it because I would like
My
to
one
watch it.
glorious moment, my chip in that helped out.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
was nice.
that was great.
That was fun. I got the chipping on the simulator down now. That's not an issue for me anymore. The putting will always still be a problem, but
Forever.
Although the putting for all 4 of you guys seemed like it was a lot better after you mentioned that Harry had
Yeah.
figured something out.
yeah.
The putting, you guys were like draining putts. So
Yeah, Bob was
a couple
on
long
it.
ones.
He
Yeah.
made some killer putts, and that's something that we rarely do all year.
Mhm.
I mean, it's very rare that putts drop
Yeah.
because it has to be so precise, and the computer's got to pick it up perfectly. It's just
Yeah, and I do think Harry like playing with us and like kind of like really nerding out about like trying to get it perfect helped us. Like I looked at where the center of the track man was, and that's where I was lining up my ball every time, and I was putting my ball closer to the end of the hitting area on the I know Bob was like out there past the hitting area putting, but yeah, I think that really helped, and the putts seemed to be going online better than they normally had been.
yeah. I think the putting up front of the hitting mat helps because you get a better roll off that versus the mat, because sometimes you hit that putting the mat that it's on where you hit normal shots and the ball kind of goes squirrely.
Well, yeah, in TrackMan's radar, so I mean, if it goes squirrely, I mean, TrackMan could be just picking up that radar bad.
Yep.
So, but yeah, man, that was,
Yeah, that was-
awesome.
That was good times. Good times.
It was cool to like have Jake there, like on the
Mm-hmm.
computer behind us, and you could tell he was like rooting for us. You know, like obviously he wants Vegas 5-iron to win the championship, of course. But like I saw his foot like shaking a bit, like when we were playing well, and like if we hit a
He
bad
was
shot,
nervous,
yeah, that was cool. Totally on our side, and you know, of course, because they want Vegas to win, and Vegas goes back to back. You know, Buttercup
Yes.
Biscuits won the last one, and then we won this one. So Roger Steele
Making
gave
a
us a
name
shout
for
out, which was
ourselves.
cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. You know, we whooped them, and me and Dan were rocking some trap golf, and Mike was rocking
Yeah.
trap golf. So,
Yeah, I was the only one who wasn't.
and Bob, but
Oh, and
but
Bob,
Bob
yeah,
was
Mr.
self-promoting. So,
Yes.
Um,
Equator from head to toe.
let's play around. But that was cool. That was super cool. Shout out Roger Steele.
Yeah, thanks, Roger. That was reposting. That was nice, and 5-iron, putting the picks out. It was a blast. We had a really good time.
Yeah, I wish we could
Oh,
just
really good.
relive that because that was fun.
Yeah, I told Steven, I said, yeah, we won the national championship, and he's like, oh, he couldn't. His feed wouldn't load for him. He's like, congratulations, nice to see you finally won something. Too funny. Oh, and then let's see. We played out at Paiute. You guys played Paiute yesterday. Joe and I played on Wednesday, right? Yeah, it was Wednesday when we played.
Yeah.
And while we're playing golf, Roar sends me a message, number 29. That is 29th hole in one. And I said to him, I go, dude, it's not even entertaining anymore. And he goes, well, if it was on a par 4, would it be more entertaining? So he got his 29th hole in one. I think it's like his 8th one. I'm probably selling him short on that. 8th or 9th one on a par 4. So he's just continuing to climb up with these just ridiculous. I mean, God, can you just send one my way, please?
I mean, at this point, you just got to think the kid is lucky, man, because the chances of that are just...
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Nobody needs 29 hole-in-ones. That's 27 too many.
Wonder what the world record is.
Huh.
I don't even know if there's a way to...
Yeah, it'd be hard to
Verify
Yeah, it's like,
that.
yeah,
You'd have to just...
confirm it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
That's
got all his
crazy, though.
scorecards, and they're all signed, so it's... I mean, he's got confirmation on every single one that's happened. But still, I mean, how do you verify that?
Yeah.
If you're the Guinness Book of World Record. Probably not
Yeah.
anything that... I'm sure there's some freaking 70-year-old out there that's got, I've got 55 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Desert Willow for 30 years.
Yeah.
Desert Willow. Joe, so we played Sun on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and it was a little chilly in the morning. The clouds, there was that cloud bank that was just dark, and the sun couldn't get through. Just a little bit of breeze in the air, nothing. It was really mild for Paiute. And you were looking for your beanie and wish you'd kept your jacket on, and then 20 minutes later we're shedding layers like a snake, just trying to get some of the clothes off because it got really nice. And I mean, I said it was probably the best conditions I've ever played out there because it was just so pleasant. There was no wind. The course was in fabulous shape as always.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you said that, but I mean, yesterday was the best conditions
Yeah,
I've ever played at Paiute.
of course, you had to top it when I wasn't there. Of course.
Yeah, I have control of the weather, and
I know.
But no, the first it was like 10 or 11 holes. It was pretty chilly.
Yeah, it didn't break out until right before we made the turn. I think is when it
Yeah, the sun came out on 11, I think, because we
And it
played
got
that
just
par
super
4.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, it was a nice day. I do wish I had worn more layers, but then, I wore a ton more layers yesterday, and just in preparation because of the last week. But you just can't go wrong out there, no matter even if you're braving through the elements. It's always a good time.
was it the best you've played in, Jeremy? Conditions wise, like all around. We know the course is outstanding.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It was. I
Do you
brought
like
my
it
cart
warmer,
cover. It was a little cool, but it was.
It was like quarter zip and like shorts
Yeah.
weather. It was
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We got there. I had my cart cover because I was also preparing for the worst.
Yeah, that's what Joe was telling me beforehand.
We got there and it was just cold and windy and disgusting. And then by the third hole, we'd rolled up the cart cover, window, door thingies, and taken off our jackets. And it was just hoodie golf. It was perfect. But I have come to realize that I think Wolf might be climbing in my order.
me too.
Uh-oh.
Me too.
Uh-oh.
It's
Why is that?
I think we played from the gold because it started out really windy, and we were just like, we don't want to play back.
No reason to destroy yourself.
But I think there's a lot of holes on there that I forgot about because I'd only played there like twice before that. And playing it again, I think there's some pretty memorable holes. Obviously, 15?
Yeah,
can't forget that. But the par fives were excellent. I think the greens are a little more slopey than the other two courses on Wolf.
See, I think Sun is a little bit more slopey than Wolf.
I think Sun is more slopey because we played the last time I played out there not too long ago. I played snow and I putted great. And when we went, Jeremy, with Trey, and I putted great, and then on Sun I couldn't make anything, like nothing was going, and the greens were perfect speed. I absolutely loved them. I couldn't make anything. And I think they are more bends and breaks there than on snow. Now, as far as compared to Wolf, that would probably be Joe. You'd probably have a better opinion because you played both courses relatively close together.
Yeah, I think Sun is definitely the most like slopey on the greens. And thinking about it, I think I have a harder time putting on Sun because you have to be so damn precise out there, no matter what course you're playing. But I don't know, comparing snow to Wolf, probably pretty similar. But I think Sun is the slopiest greens out there, in my opinion.
And I think it's most exposed as far as, because a lot of Wolf kind of hides in some hillsides, and
that's the thing about Wolf, like you forget those holes because it's like it feels like one course to me, like, you know, like, and I forget where I'm at almost. Like there was a lot of holes like, I forgot about this, because I'd only played it like 2 or 3 times before that too, I think. But the ending on Wolf is very good. The ending of the front nine is very good, and it had a lot more to it than I had remembered.
We're Nish and Chris, two very amateur golfers on a quest to play the top 100 courses in the UK and Ireland, after Chris set this challenge on a drunken Saturday night in my kitchen. Join us on our frequently humorous journey of a lifetime as we grapple with the logistical and financial challenge of playing some of the best courses in the world, as well as grappling with our games, because let's face it, it's never just about playing. Sometimes the score matters too. Listen to the Top 110 Golf Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, at Legends, didn't you play it from the backs?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
Yeah, so that may have something to do with it too. You know how a course can change so much.
From for sure, because
and those tee boxes are very different.
Yeah,
very different.
We were talking about that a lot. On almost every hole, it was like, oh, this bunker is only 250 out. We can fly that. But from the back tee, it's like, that's where I'm going to hit it into.
Right.
Which changed the par fives a lot, especially because you were hitting irons into par fives where
every par five it could get there into, every single one from the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. A group of smashers you had. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
we did take down Dane and Julian though.
We did, yeah.
Oh,
we were playing
nice.
carts. We were playing carts. Julian and Dane were in one cart, and me and Jeremy were in the other, and we played carts against each other, $20 ahead, and we came out victorious.
Oh, just all kinds of VGN CDP domination going on.
We had a good little birdie run, like it was like 9, 10, 11, 12 or something like that. Had birdies, and we won 2 up, I think, going into it. We were 1 up on 17. So I birdied 17, and that was it.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
I finally parred number 15, which was fantastic. I don't think I've ever hit it on that green.
No?
Because it's always just windy as hell, and I never know what to hit, so
That is true.
Yeah. But it was
I've hit it a couple of times. I put it in the water a lot, but I've hit it on the green a couple of times.
Yeah.
Normally that's like the windiest spot out there, too.
Oh, it's so deceiving. so to say. It's like the wind hits the water and it just does something weird when the ball launches. Because as soon as it launches, it goes, you know right away if it's not going anywhere or not. Wild. Okay, so we'll take our break, and then we'll come back, do some look at this Instagram, and put a wrap on the season, on the year, on 2021. Thank God.
Hey, I'm Bob West, your Vegas golfing real estate agent. Over the course of a 4-hour round, I can help you with some tips to lower your scores. I can also help you with your goals when it comes to buying or selling a home anywhere in Las Vegas or Henderson. Reach out to me on Instagram at @TheBobWest, or just send me a text at 605-881-5481. Give me a call. Let's play around.
This holiday season, head into Las Vegas Golf Superstore for the hottest gifts from Callaway and Bushnell, featuring Callaway's Epic Woods, framing the future of speed with speed frame and AI technology for maximum ball speed and maximum forgiveness. It's the ultimate epic driver. And don't miss these hot gifts from Bushnell, like the Tour V5 and the Tour V5 Shift with Pinseeker technology, or the Wingman with Bluetooth and audible GPS for distance. Las Vegas Golf Superstore is home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, or shop us online for the holidays at worldwidegolfshops.com. All
right, everybody, thanks you so much for sticking around through the break. We're going to keep this rolling with...
Look at this Instagram.
Graham.
Yeah, I still got it. I haven't had time to get it. I don't get my office back for another couple weeks, so it's driving me
It's a
crazy.
long trip.
Dude, bad. It's bad. All right, look at this Instagram. Let's go, Jeremy. Who you got this week?
So I'm going with a biggie, and this may have been done a long time ago, but I'm going with Roger Steele.
Yep, Joe did
I
it.
think I don't care. I think it's
wow. Woo, look at you.
ever since Mike got joined up with them and he's been working with them. I love seeing his funny posts and things when they're all in a group. It was super sick how he reposted your 5-iron stuff, and I think all the stuff he's doing with communities and all that is just needed. So I'm going with Roger.
Nice, well done. Well,
Plus all the Trap Golf hoodies and hats, and I'm seeing Dan,
I've got an order
Joe. Yeah, I've got to order some stuff.
Mike posted that Trappy Holidays discount code, and I said, it's time.
Yeah,
It's time to show some support.
Yep.
Especially after, like you said, him reposting that. That was just too damn cool. All right, Joe, what do you got?
Let's go. I wasn't really ready, but we'll go.
Oh, okay, you want me to go?
We'll go Casey, C-A-S-E-Y-F, Bannon, B-A-N-N-O-N. I'm not sure exactly what he does with them, but he's part of Golfer's Journal. Obviously, super cool videos and artistic shots and shit like that. But yeah, I think he's like, I think he drives their van around when they travel. I just saw he was at Rams Hill with the van. So, I mean, we all love Golfer's Journal. They do great stuff, super artistic things. And yeah, check them out.
Those Golfer Journal head covers are sweet with the number 3 with the green. I like that.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Good pick. Good pick. Followed. All right, I'm going with one that I just found yesterday because Golf Equipment Junkie posted this. It's a new, well, I don't know how new, but it's a new to me website for golfers that are looking to get rid of or obtain some gear. It's called Mullie, M-U-L-L-I-E, and it is an app that you download, and it's kind of like, OfferUp, Macari, those places. But their claim is, this was built by golfers for golfers. It is kind of a little bit overrun with a couple golf shops that post their entire inventory. But if you look around, you can find some stuff, and it seems like it's relatively new because there's not a lot of posts on there. But it's really well organized. The filtering on it is really great. They've got everything categorized. And on the app, when you download it and create your account, they have on the main page a scrolling trending search topics. So like custom putters is up there, and unique putters is up there, head covers. And, you know, there's some cool stuff on there. I saw a couple Lamb putter covers that Malbon were on there. But the golf shops that are putting their inventories up, so like FootJoy Flex, which is one of my favorite FootJoy shoe of all time, $80 for a new pair, which is a great deal. You know, if it's a great summer shoe for me. I wear them around the house more than I wear them on the golf course, but things like that. So like I said, Mullie, Mullie, check it out and sell some shit. I'm gonna be listening to some stuff on there. As much as I love going down and seeing Jason, sometimes it's easier just put it on my phone and see what happens.
Yeah, I need to get rid of some stuff. I was cleaning out the garage today, and I took a trip to Goodwill, but nothing golf related to Goodwill. But I just gotta get rid of some
some old 1972 Wilson irons that you decided to part with.
No, I do have some 1992 Cobras though that I'm assuming
The King Cobras.
the King Cobra 2s. I'm assuming Jason will give me like a $20 bill for them or something, maybe. So
They've got like 4 degrees of offset on them. Are they those?
yes. I got to get rid of a bag, another old bag, but yeah, I got to get rid of some stuff.
Okay, so let's do this. 2022. Everybody does goals and all that stuff, so I don't want to care about that. But what are you looking forward to in 2022? Could be anything golf related.
Georgia and Bandon. Easy.
Yeah, Bandon should be one for you. Georgia's going to be fun, but Bandon needs to be one.
I've never even been on a golf trip, so whichever one comes first is going to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My golf trips are Sand Hollow.
Well, you went to San Clemente. Well, you haven't gone with
Right. I haven't.
with some people. You've gone by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeremy, what about you?
I actually don't know. I would say I'm looking forward to a couple of the state amateur tournaments because I feel like I know what it's like now here and I can prepare and stuff. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting another try at those.
Yeah, and the Mid-Am is at Spanish Trail.
Yeah, that one for sure.
That is awesome that the local guys down here don't have to go up north for, I mean, good grief. So that's going to be, and yeah, that's going to be fun to watch that.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Matt?
Me, is Bandon, of course. I can't wait to get back up there. I've been watching the Barstool guys with their Bandon trip, and Joe and I were talking about it. It's kind of nauseating a little bit to watch them because they're so long and it's the same shit over and over again. I just watch it for the aerials and to see the courses and listen. I love how they have the caddies do the preview of the hole and give their little insight. The last one they did was Sheep Ranch, and I just think they left so much out because there's so much more going on at that place than what they showed. They kind of get lost in their we're one up, we're two up, we're one down, and they focus on that and really kind of lose the luster of the course. But yeah, for me, it's Bandon. I can't wait to get back up there. And then Georgia.
Yeah, I'm super stoked on Bandon. I mean, and Georgia. But I would say that's about it. I mean,
Are you excited to try the Stealth?
Yeah, I mean the top, like the matte fade into the carbon looks way better. I mean, I'm excited to give it a shot. I mean, I doubt it will be going in my bag. I think with the pictures that came out, I think better, in my opinion. Yeah. The face looks sicker this year than it did last year, so the Alloway is going to win the driver race this year. Yes. just because of the looks alone. It's not as drastic as the Stealth, and I think they'll win the driver race this year.
Interesting. Jeremy, what's your thoughts on something you're looking forward to equipment-wise?
I am going to be getting some new irons this year, and I played. I hit a few shots with Dane's. He has the T100s, and I don't know if I'm a fan. They don't look traditional to me.
Whoa! This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Jeremy Martin just said he was not a fan of something Titleist.
Yeah, I am not sure. There's something about them that just did not look right to me, and obviously they weren't fitted for my swing and my setup. But I'm not
Dane
really
has
sure,
a similar setup to what you need, correct?
He does. He does have
Just
a
a quarter
similar
inch
setup.
longer.
Quarter inch longer, but they felt like
8
2 feet
inches.
longer. And they were a couple degrees flat, which was my setup, but I'm not sure. I think I'm ready to branch out and try something else.
Oh my goodness!
I know I did that with the Mizunos, but again, they weren't my setup, and I didn't want to
ping
spend.
blueprints in your future.
I've tried the blueprints, and they are extremely unforgiving for me.
Very.
I did
The
not.
most
I
unforgiving
wasn't
iron on the
feeling them.
planet.
I didn't hit them well, and I played a couple of rounds with them.
All right, so what are you looking at? What are you?
Cleveland
I am-
XL Launch Pros.
That's on the short list.
The Srixon launchers.
Yeah. I mean, Mura's on there. I want to get the Muras because they're just so beautiful, and they're something you just keep for a long time. And Zane can play them and all that, but I'm just like, do I want to buy a new set and play and have a shot out of the desert and all this stuff and look down at them just like,
No, you
I
don't.
remember when I took that huge chunk out of the face. So I don't know. I don't really know, but I know that I'm going to get fitted for them this time 100%. Shafts, grip size, everything's going to be exactly how I need it.
Yeah, I reached out to Sean at 5 Iron, and I'm like, I need to get a shaft figured out. I mean, I absolutely love the way these LAGP graphite irons feel. They just feel fantastic. And Steven's telling me, he goes, dude, they're just not right for you. I'm telling you, just they're not right for you. And I said, well, it's hard to tell lately because my swing hasn't been consistent. I mean, it's getting there now, but I don't know. They feel good, but he's like, he goes, no, you got to get into something else. So I talked to Sean, and I'm going to come by there maybe Thursday or Friday, depends on my schedule here, and just go with an iron shaft fitting. What's that?
Depends on your schedule.
Yeah.
The
No, that's Wednesday.
that's a thing playing with like Julian, right? Like, because Julian was a fitter for a long time at Club Champions, so you start questioning what's in your bag. But yeah, I was talking to him a little bit about my stuff, and he was surprised a little bit where my game's gotten, which was nice to hear. But because I was telling him, like, I'm thinking about getting different shafts for my irons, and he's like, well, why? Like, do you like the feel? I'm like, yeah, I like the feel. He's like, well, do you want steel? Or he's like, if you like the feel, don't go to steel. He said, if anything, you can hard step your irons, or you can get go up to like an X in the recoils, which I'm thinking I may be doing next year. We'll see. Maybe go the F5 recoil.
You hit him so well.
Yeah. So that
What are you trying to gain?
they just feel like a little like soft to me now. Just like it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you've really upped your swing speed like
Yeah.
a lot this year. I mean, a lot.
Yeah, they just feel a hair soft. But other than that, I'm happy with them. It's just, they just kind of like, at impact, sometimes they just feel like they're about to break sometimes or something, you know?
And I know we talk about it a lot, and we've given you shit about who you taking lessons from, behind the scenes and not telling us. But when we started playing together a lot, I mean, you've always been longer than me, but it was close. Like, sometimes I'd get past you. Most of the time you're ahead of me. But like now you're like 50 yards ahead of me. You're up there with the big hitters in the group.
Well, I mentioned that to Jeremy. I was like, I remember playing Wolf with Jeremy and Kyle, And I was like, there is no way I'll ever be able to keep up with these guys. And, then I'm like right next to, because Wolf, when I played with them from the back, it just felt like it was so long. And granted, we did play up one this time, but it felt like, I was there now, and I didn't, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Not that I was worried about it, but just, that in my head, like, oh, I can't keep up, kind of thing. So that was nice, but
Now I'm worried about not keeping up.
Dude, look out. Look out, Jeremy.
yeah, I mean, I outdrove Dane a couple times, and I almost got Julian once, almost, but I was in the fairway, he was in a bunker, so.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him hit his long driver?
Just on video.
My God.
He said he's not swinging out the shoes anymore. No more.
He doesn't need to.
No more swinging out the
Dude,
shoes for him.
he hits his hybrid like 285.
Yeah, it is hybrid.
It's
sick.
ridiculous.
Great
It's
hybrid.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. So, got anything else? 22. Look, okay. Let's do. What's going to be your biggest surprise on the 2022 year for the PGA Tour?
I think
Xander winning a
DJ's
major.
gonna. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen for sure.
Xander wins a major.
I think so. I think DJ's gonna turn stuff around. I think he's gonna have a couple wins.
Yeah, I can see
Stealth
that.
is going to help him a
Yeah,
lot.
the stealth. It's gonna put him over the finish line. I think we're gonna see more Jordan Spieth.
Mhm.
I mean, I hope, because
I'll
I'm
make a-
picking him every week.
I'll make a bold prediction. Bryson gets to world number 1.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I mean, he's got some big players up there he's got to hurdle. John Rahm is still at the top of his game. Colin is playing tremendous. And they've got a couple seasons of good wins under their belts. So it'll be interesting to see. But I think Bryson's going to do big things this year.
I think Ricky's going to get a win. I think Spieth
love
is
to
going to
see
win Waste Management.
That's specific.
Yeah.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Oh, this just in. Spieth withdraws from the waste management.
I think we'll see Ricky back.
Yeah, I think so. He's got the marriage and the kid. Business is done. Time to get back to business.
Yeah.
Start bringing in those Cobra checks, Puma checks.
I think Bryson goes back to back at Bay Hill. Xander gets a major. That's it for me. That's it for my predictions.
What major does Xander win?
Masters.
Hmm.
But I pick him every year, so that is what it is. I could see
All right.
Hovland winning a major.
Dude, he's playing really good. Really good.
I was listening.
Okay, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Go ahead, Joe. Finish your.
I was listening to Get a Grip, the Max Homa recap of the year, and I think he's going to have a good year. I think he has a good mindset on majors, so I could see him winning something at a hard golf course.
That would be awesome to see.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, so what's a course in Vegas that you're going to play, either that you have played before that you want to get out and play more, or one that you haven't played that's going to be checked off the list after 2022?
Ooh.
I just got some bullshit stuff besides Summit.
That's true.
Sunrise Vista going down.
I know people. I can work on that. So if that's something
No,
you
yeah,
seriously
I
wanna
called. We can go out there anytime. They said you can. It's public. You can go whenever. You just got to call.
do. Oh, really?
That's what they said.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. I didn't
I hit
know
them
that.
up on Instagram, and they said, "Yeah, if you want to come, just come."
They have an
call us.
Instagram account?
Yeah, but it's all pictures of their it's terrible.
The runway.
No, it's just pictures
the
of their
mess hall.
food. And it's like these shitty ass pictures of their food.
Dude, it
weird.
reminds me of Boulder Muni. The clubhouse reminds me of Boulder
Yeah.
Muni. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Unless shit's changed, but I mean, it's been a long time since I've been out there. No, I gotta get the West Side bullshit that I haven't gotten done and Summit. That's all I'm lacking.
I would really like to see So High, Shadow, or Summit checked off next year.
So high, man. As soon as freaking people go back to work and stop golfing so goddamn much out that place, we should be able to get out there. But it's just tough right now because there's so much golf going on. So
Yeah.
much golf going on.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Nuts.
How about you, Jeremy? You asked the question.
It's got to be Shadow for me.
Yeah.
Is this the
It's
year?
It's the year, man.
It could go up to 2,000 next year if you don't do it. So
I know.
It's true.
the way
I know.
shit's going right now, my God.
Well,
But
you
there's
get a
also
tea time.
win.
I'll pay. I'll come with.
I thought we
Okay.
were going to do... Oh, I need to do the win. Were we going to do the win recently? Weren't we talking about that?
We mentioned it.
The win is like something we can do. It hurts a little bit, it stings, but
Yeah.
Friday?
it's something we can.
Friday.
Let me look at tea times.
Friday? Check it out. See what we got.
Let me check right now.
That would be...
Can you
That would
check
be-
tee times for win?
They have them up on Golf Now.
Oh, okay.
I'm pulling it up. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, the privates, of course. I have probably, with including the private, maybe 5 or 6 more courses I think I need here.
Yeah.
So any of those would be great, but I definitely have my eye on.
Well, I definitely want
Shadow.
to, with that Green Savers with the SNGA, the 2-for-1s at like Highland Falls and
Mm-hmm.
some of the, I mean, I think Los Prados is on there too, and just gonna knock some of those out. Kids need to go back to school.
Yeah.
It looks like they don't have any times on Friday
Oh, not next Friday.
or Thursday. You can only do 7 days out there, I think.
Don't they know who we are? I mean, come on.
Call them up. Hit them with the spiel.
We should be getting emails daily about courses going. You need to come here. You need to come here. What about Laughlin? Anybody interested in going to Laughlin? There's some courses down there we haven't played.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Mm-hmm. There's 2 courses?
There's 3, I believe. Because there's Laughlin Ranch, and then there's one on the other side of the river on the Nevada side, and then there's one other one, I believe. And then there's a couple like abandoned ones that
Couple.
I was talking with
ones?
Mike. Abandoned. I was chatting with Mike when he posted about if the golf courses are closed on Christmas, sneaking out on a course. Do you see him talking about that?
Yeah.
And I said, we should go get him and get some people and like sneak on to Silverstone and just play the course.
That
I mean,
would be
it's
cool.
it's all overgrown with sage bushes and tumbleweeds and everything. So, you know, we may have to play some like bright orange velocities, but
They're like
just so
2
we
balls
can
a
find
hole.
'em. Yeah, but hey, if you hit the green, 2 putts, you're good, right?
Could do that at Badlands too.
Yeah, but I just don't know the legalities of it. You know, I think it would be an absolute blast. You know, cause you got Silverstone, you got Badlands, you got Black Mountain, the Falls course. It's, you know, the dormant dead stuff is all covered up with houses now, so that one's gone. But I think that would be fun to have a video playing a deserted golf course.
That would be cool.
Because I know Copapelli up in, which is east of St. George, the layout is still there and the bridges are still there and the cart paths are all still there. It's just there's no water, so it's dead. But I think that would be a fun too. But that's a kind of a long way to go to play a dead golf course.
Yeah, yeah.
You could play Copper Rock on the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Knock that out. Copper Rock and then deserted Copapelli.
I wonder what they would do. Maybe a trespassing ticket, maybe.
It all depends on how they rate the property. I mean, is it private property? I'm sure it's got to be. Somebody owns that land.
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, do they care? Do they honestly care if somebody's out there playing golf? We need to find somebody. If anybody that
Probably.
listens to this lives on Silverstone and your house backs up to the course,
Or Badlands.
and you have or Badlands, and you have easy access to hopping your fence and getting on the course, hit us up, because that is something I think would be a blast to do. Just
Yeah.
fuck around one day and go do that.
Yeah, I mean, the worst that's got to happen is a trespassing ticket. I mean,
What are you guys doing out here? Golfing. What the hell you think we're doing?
yeah, I mean, you're not going to go to, I doubt you're going to go to jail, right? I mean,
Hey, this is private property. What are you doing?
they see you, they're going to ask you to leave, and and then you leave.
I'm going for this grain in two. What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be.
Even if we
Get some-
did get arrested, it'd make a hell of an episode.
Definitely.
My wife
Yeah.
would not be happy, but it would be a hell
No.
of an episode.
No, but honey, we did it for the PIP,
Podcast
the
improvement
CDP
plan.
PIP. All right, so that does it for 2021. The next episode you hear from us will be in 2022. You guys got some golf? I'm gonna try to get out with you Friday and see what's going on with that.
Yeah, I'm playing Rhodes tomorrow, playing Boulder Creek Wednesday, and then
Look at you.
potentially for you guys Friday.
Look at this mop. Good Lord. Where Friday?
I don't know.
What are you thinking?
Not sure.
Don't know yet?
Don't know.
Okay.
Or Thursday.
and
Is
then-
Thursday a no-go?
What's for me? Probably not.
And Jeremy, you said Friday is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Sunday? Where's Sunday?
I don't have anything
What's Sunday?
booked.
Nothing booked yet?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got some other breaking news. I've benched Ricky, and I put the LAGP. this could be like a weekly update. Weekly update. Matt's putter. I put
Matt's putter part of the podcast.
yes. And what's Matt putting with this week?
Matt's putting corner.
I put the one of the LAGP shafts in the Strokes Gained Chasing Daylight podcast putter, and I don't know why I've never put one in that before. Of all the different things that I was switching around, and man, it feels great. So I'm gonna give that a roll and see what happens. See if I can
Neil,
get back
watch,
on
watch
Neil's
for
good
your watch for your letter.
But hey, I want to say special thanks to you two for doing this. We've gone through a little bit of changes with how we're doing it, and I think it's kind of relieved a little bit of tension on us. Shout out to Squadcast for their software that allows us to do this remotely now, but it still sounds like we're all in the same room, which I absolutely love. And thank you guys so much for this year. It's been a fun ride, and we're getting there. I think we're getting there. I've made some updates and gonna work a little bit harder at getting this out to more people. But it takes some dedication and time away from your family and your lives to do this each week. And I was going to look it up, how many consecutive weeks we've put this on. And it's a lot. It's a lot. So
Well, it's at least
goes back-
52 for the whole year.
Well,
We didn't miss one.
yeah, we didn't miss one this week. And since the 29th of 2020, or July 29th of 2020, we've done it every week. So hats off to you two. Love you guys, and it's been a blast doing this, and I can't wait to see what we can do next year.
Yeah, man. Beautiful
Hell yeah.
moment. Beautiful moment.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Can't believe it's gonna be 2022.
And
That's
and
crazy.
with that, I know, right? Oh, Joe's gonna have a 2-year-old this year.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy, what are your kids gonna be up to?
5 and 10.
How old and 10?
What?
You cut out there for a second.
Oh, 5 and 10. Sorry.
5 and 10. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have 16 and 14.
Damn.
Wow.
And I got the big 4-9 coming up in April.
Wow.
4-9. That's a
4-9.
big one.
That's the last one.
That just means Pebble
49
the
for the rest of my
following year, right?
It has to, right? I mean, it absolutely has to.
Maybe you'll win the raffle or whatever the drawing for the Augusta tickets on your 50th.
That would be tight.
That
Be a good
would
pre-birthday.
That would be a
trip.
great, and just spend all of April in Augusta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not leaving.
I'm not leaving. Not leaving. You're gonna kick me out. Goes back to the, sir. There's no swimming in Race Creek. Can you please get out of the? Please get out of the. Okay, so that wraps up 2021. Hopefully, fingers crossed, 2022 is better for everybody. Because I think everybody needs something to be a little bit better in their lives. We're fortunate that what we're passionate about didn't take much of a hit, and it is blown up like crazy. But I know there's a lot of people out there that aren't as fortunate as us. And we wish all of you guys a blessed new year and a very amazing 2022. With that, we say goodbye. Get your asses out there, chase some daylight this weekend, and Happy New Year. Be safe.
Later, 21.